Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, and before you ask, no, Harley did not lose all of our territory. I'm just on the internal kingdom structure view here. There we go. That's what our overall empire looks like now. Harley, he conquered a few things. Or his vassals did. Somebody conquered some things. Now, one thing that he was telling me about was the fact that Scandinavia is now just like five counties in Aquitaine. Hang on. Denmark is currently sieging their capital. So yeah, they're like 5 counties in Aquitaine, plus a rebellion up in Iceland. Now, he had these guys up here. These guys were just sitting here. I told them to go over here. Reason being, we cannot declare war on this guy because we have units in enemy counties where we lack holdings. So we have to walk over here to be able to declare war on the Scandinavian revolt, which we'll do pretty much as soon as we can. I mean, we are threatening at 56.2%, so it is possible that a lot of people don't want us to do this. But when we take this, we will be able to take the Empire of Scandinavia, which of course is all of this currently. Most of it's being incorporated de jure into the Empire of Britannia right now, but it's fine. Doesn't really matter. I just want the Empire title. So there we go. Now, we do have a few things to go through. We are this guy, Emperor Atraitus II of Britannia. We are 16 years old. We actually have pretty good stats. We are a genius. Unfortunately, we are an indulgent wastrel. That's not very useful. Okay, we need an ambition. Let's build a war chest. And we need a focus. Let's go for business focus. I prefer business focus over pretty much everything else, if at all possible. Now, Harley did get some pretty good progress here on the war declaration, or rather on the council laws. So that is good. We actually have 2 supporters here. If we were to just bribe one guy, we could pass war declaration, ruler authority, or rather ruler sovereignty. And I think that would be a good idea. Actually, we just don't have a spy master right now. If we make this King of Lapland be our spy master, he's a loyalist. And now we might be able to pass it immediately without actually bribing anybody at all. I also see that Harley has progressed our tech reasonably well. Go ahead and pop up that in light infantry. Let's also get noble customs up to make our nobles a little happier. Legalism would be good too. And we can actually get popular customs as well. There we go. We don't need to be going up in majesty anymore because we have imperial administration unlocked tech-wise. We can't actually activate it yet because we need to have council power abolished for absolute rule. We also need to have this law down here, religious control mandate, which I believe is free investiture. I'm not 100% on that. So that's something that we would need to do. Also, potentially revoke religious title. Okay, so let's take a look here. We have 3 supporting this, 4 opposing. So we do need to bribe 1 more counselor. Let's see here. This guy's only a duke. He might be cheaper. There we go. We'll go ahead and do that. What could go wrong? Other things that we've got here. We can create 3 titles. All of these are titular titles, though, so they aren't actually... There's no de jure land associated with them. There's no real point in creating them. So we're not going to do that. Weak claims, I don't really care for pressing weak claims. We are betrothed to her, so we should probably go ahead and go through with that as soon as we can, which is right now. There we go. Vassal inheritance warning. San Pedro de Perix, Maria of Angermanland. Both of those could potentially pass outside of the realm. Let's see, in the imperial laws here, we are on illegal realm inheritance. And in England and in France. Wait, we hold the Kingdom of Germany? Oh wait, no, we're just an elector in the Kingdom of Germany. Gotcha. Okay. I was gonna say, how did I miss us holding the Kingdom of Germany? I went through this list like 5 times. Nope. Nope. We can press some de jure ducal claims. Mostly our various vassals will probably press those themselves. We're over our vassal limit, which, I mean, that's pretty standard these days, at least until we can pass imperial administration and get a vassal limit of plus 25. Which we're pretty close to being able to do. And we can also negotiate with 3 people. We're not going to do that. And we're still threatening. That's all fine. Now, the question is, are we far enough away up here in Iceland where people won't actually try to defend them through these defensive pacts? Because we are currently the target of an Israelite defensive pact, a Christian defensive pact, a Muslim defensive pact, and a pagan defensive pact. If so, then we won't be able to go after Iceland until our threat decays. Down below 50%. That's all we need to get down to. Because we don't really care if Scandinavia tries to defend them. I mean, look at this guy. He's got 1.3k troops. We have half of our retinue down here with 7,400 troops. The other half is, of course, up here. So yeah, we'll take a look at that. Let's tick forward a little bit and see exactly what happens with this. People are leaving the defensive pact. We are marrying the Princess of Germany. That is excellent. Yes, everyone's concerned. We need money. There we go. Mayor Albano approaches us and presents to us a request to buy a small plot of our land in Middlesex. This is a hard decision to take, since he promises to pay well for the land. Well, there's not enough gold in his pockets to buy our land. Long term, that won't be good. Okay, that guy owes us a favor. Let's call this in. Actually, we need to call it in. And it's this guy. Calling council support. There we go. And now we pass ruler, war declaration, sovereignty. Bam. Okay. So, I'm not sure if we'll be able to immediately pass a civic law. Although it would be nice if we could. Created the Duchy of Dalmatia. Good job. People are still leaving the defensive pact. Well, that's nice of them. 56.2% threat. Yeah, that's a lot of people leaving the defensive pacts. Not exactly sure why they're doing this, but I am completely okay with that. We can appoint a court physician, and so we shall. This guy. This guy will do the trick. So, I mean, this is guaranteed to pass. If they'll ever vote on it. We just need 2 more people to vote. Who do you want to marry? King of Lithuania wants to marry our cousin, who holds a weak claim on the Empire of Britannia. That's the King of Lithuania? I mean, he's not super strong. We'll go ahead and do it. Okay. People are joining the defensive pact. So, if we were to declare war on this guy, hypothetically, we can declare war on him. We could do a holy war for Iceland. I'm not seeing anybody joining. He's currently revolting against his liege. If that conflict ends, our war will end too. The forces of the liege and any other revolters will be hostile to our armies. Nearby Germanic rulers may ask to join Hrafen of Scandinavian revolt in defense of their faith. Let's give it a go. I'm not seeing anybody joining in. The defensive pacts might, and if they do, we basically just peace out. What happens if we lose? If we lose the war, we pay 708 gold to him, lose 75 piety, lose 150 prestige. Catholicism minus 3% moral authority. That's not bad. Let's roll the dice. We'll see what happens. We are now at war. In we go. People joining defensive pacts, but I think this is far enough away that nobody actually cares. As we retired to our chambers, we were shocked to find a copy of the Lollard the Bible, nice, on our bed. At first, we thought someone had left it there with the intention to frame us, but then we noticed a little note in the top of the open tome. I think you will find this interesting. Please, give it a chance. Signed, a friend, also known as Harley. I have to assume that this was Harley who set this one up. we should give a little read of the Lollard the Bible. There we go. Ruler, War Declaration, Sovereignty. Excellent. So, nobody's joining in here? Yeah, nobody's joining in here. Excellent. The copy of the Lollard the Bible we found in our chambers had been left open on a passage on the greater questions, right and wrong, the higher purpose, the afterlife, and as we pondered the Lollard perspective on these matters, we found ourselves intrigued enough to continue reading. So, we could become Lollard, and so we shall. Are we openly Lollard? No, we are not openly Lollard. There is a dangerous faction here, increased council power in Britannia, currently being led by the King of Sweden. That's kind of awkward. The King of Croatia and Serbia is in that. Very interesting. Oh well. This should not be any problem whatsoever. The priest has everyone's full attention, except ours. Our thoughts are somewhere, as we try to ignore his sacrilegious words echoing through the church. Suddenly, our concentration is shattered when the stranger next to us grabs our hand and draws something in our palm with our index finger, the holy symbol of God. We must follow them once Mass is over. We follow the stranger as she departs from the crowd and ventures into a deserted alleyway. Wow, she's actually a stranger. Lollardy has really kind of spread, hasn't it? Good job, Harley. As we round the corner, we find her waiting. God's blessings, Atraitus, she greets us. My name is Thomasina Deschio. Are you ready to fight for the true faith? We have been waiting for this day. Let's join the Lollard Society. A smile creeps across Thomasina's scarred face. Interesting that it specifically calls it a scarred face. It is scarred in the portrait there. Is she scarred? Yes, she is. Nice attention to detail there, Paradox. Excellent. Then I am honored to welcome you to the Lollard Faithful. Together, we work to bring about the liberation of the true believers and a new era of God's glory. You'll receive your first mission soon. Go with God, Thomasina. Now we have joined the Lollard Society. Excellent. She's actually in charge of it. There we go. Yeah, still nobody's in this one. Do we just assault this? He usurped the title County of Veresden. Okay. Well, it's not the worst. What do we got going on here? People joining defensive packs. Yeah. Whatever. That's all fine. Okay. So, once we get this, then we can usurp the Kingdom of Norger, which we do not currently hold, and we can usurp the Empire of Scandinavia. So that'll be great. I've set up Norger so that as soon as we have the kingdom, we can just give it to this guy. And everything else is set up properly. So, there we go. Let's go ahead and assault this. There we go. We're not going to assault this one. Disaster! Our fellow member of the Lollard Faithful, Friatza de Verazden, has been caught by the court chaplain Annabelle and his men-at-arms. She now rots away in King Egmund's dungeon, the King of Italy. Curses. That's unfortunate. People keep joining this defensive pact against us. You usurped a bishopric. Good job, dude. I really don't care. Okay, we were in the middle of a conversation with the chef when Hala appears from nowhere, grabs us by the arm, and pulls us to a nearby room. With a wrinkled forehead and sweaty palms, she told us that she intends to leave our society after being haunted too many times by shadows in the darkness. Why is she telling us about this, though? We're only a faithful. Also, how many people do we have? 56! Oh wow, okay. Well, that's excellent. We could explain the importance of devotion. We'll see if that works. God's blessing upon thee, faithful Atraitus. As secret practitioners of our religion, we are under constant scrutiny. We ask that you spend some time trying to blend into the religious community of your realm in order to distract any harmful forces discovering our true beliefs. So, we need to take a decision, blend in. Is that in the intrigue? Yes, right here. So we get Eager Believer, gaining the following effects. Diplomacy, +1. And what are the conditions here? Okay. Well, we'll give it a go. Starting today, we shall dedicate ourselves to convincing the court of our deep devoutness in the name of the Christian faith and God. Our allies and the Lollard faithful will understand. This is a necessary step if we are ever to convince our people to see the path nay, God, has actually laid out before them. They will thank us later. We'll make them see. So, this guy has been consorting with the Fellowship of Hell. Ah, he is Germanic. I mean, he's Germanic. He's not an apostate. I'm assuming he's always been Germanic. We'll set him on fire, though. He doesn't like us, so maybe his son will like us a bit more. Let's see. I mean, he does like us a little bit more. Too many held duchies. What? We only hold 2 duchies. Right? Duchy of Essex, Duchy of Flanders. Oh, we hold the Duchy of Cologne? Oh, okay. Well, this guy is the Duke of Holland. And this guy is the Count of Munster and the Cupbearer of Man. Well, that's awkward. Can't really give it to either of them effectively. We could give it to this guy and pull him out from the Isle of Man, but he would still be under Scotland. That'll be okay for now, I think. We'll give him, not the Duchy of Essex, Duchy of Cologne. We'll give him the Duchy of Cologne. There we go. Yeah, now he's under the King of Scotland, but that'll be fine. Scotland holds some awkward territories down here that I wasn't able to fully clean up, but it'll be okay. Duchy of Visby, these are all titular still. Yes, yes, yes. Excellent. Okay, how are we doing up here? We're close. We told Hala that this is a time of trials, but that we have to endure. God observes us, and will reward us in due time. Feeling the pressure of divine intervention, Hala promised to keep our true faith for the time being. One for all, and all for one. Excellent. Yeah, that's fine. That's just a host. Nobody cares. Vassals can deal with that. Okay, this should be a 100% war score right now. Well, once it happens. There we go. Our loyal vassal, Elisa de Cesena, the Countess of Leon in Brittany, has sent us a courier with an offer. She's willing to make a significant donation to our war chest, but in return we must promise to return the favor in the future. I mean, she's not on the council. She could try to force us to give her land, though. We don't want to owe people favors, so we will refuse that. And now, we're at 100% war score. Enforced demands, we get the Duchy of Iceland. Excellent. Okay, so we hold this, we hold this. We need to create a new vassal for the bishopric. Do we hold the Duchy of Iceland? Duchy of Flanders, Duchy of Essex. No, who holds the duchy? Count Urbano of Vestisland is there. Duchy of Iceland is not created. Okay. We will, for now, hold off on that. Kingdom of Norger is also not created. Empire of Scandinavia, we would have to usurp. He is currently at war, so we'd have to wait for his war to end. Okay, we need some money here. What do we have? We can expel the Jewry. There we go. We've decided to expel all Jews from our realm. After our guards round the Jewry up, they are forced to depart in yet another large exodus for lands more friendly to their kind. They're allowed to keep many of their belongings, but we confiscate much of their gold. It shall go to the crown. So we can't welcome back the Jews, obviously, because we just kicked them out. We could expel some holy orders, but I don't think we actually get anything for doing that, so we shan't. We'll not extort our subjects either for now. But what we can do is we can create the Kingdom of Norgr now, and so we shall. There we go. Kingdom of Norway. This guy will become the new King of Norway. He'll be super happy about that. There you go. And the Duchy of Iceland, we will also create that just so that we control where it goes. There we go. And where is the de jure capital here? King of Norway holds this himself. So we'll give it to this guy. Grant landed title, Duchy of Iceland. Excellent. There we go. Now we have Norway and the Duchy of Iceland. And as soon as this guy is out of this war, which he is defending against the Danish Holy War for Sealand, 99% in favor of Denmark, and defending against the Duke of Bourbon in the Second Bourbon Holy War for Poitou, 30% in favor of the Duke of Bourbon. So as soon as he's out of those two wars, we'll be able to steal this Emperor of Scandinavia title from him. That'll be fun. Also, hang on, event. We need to raise up our fleet levies here. Now, this is about the right number that we need, actually. We'll go ahead and stick them up here in Ostisland. There we go. King Adamar has come to us as a friend, that is the King of Denmark, to inquire about our well-being. I feel as though I never see you pray anymore. Is something heavy burdening your mind? He asks. I think of our true beliefs and how they need to be kept secret, even from those closest to me. We've been having these terrible dreams, 60% chance. 65% chance. Or this doesn't affect the progress of our mission. We've been having these terrible dreams. That sounds like a better excuse. Okay. On we go. We regale King Adamar with tales of our dark dreams of strange and foreign rituals. He can barely believe the vividness with which we describe the faith of the unbelievers. Afterwards, he offers us a listening ear for whenever we may be burdened like this again. If only he knew. He's a good, loyal, and trusting vassal. So we become close friends, and he approves of us, and we significantly increase the progress of our mission. Fantastic. I wonder how significant significantly is. Okay, Denmark, you done here? No, Denmark isn't quite done yet. Now Denmark is done. We have the wrong type of holding in domain. Why do we hold this city? Create a new vassal. Transfer that vassal into him. There you go. Now we don't hold that city. Excellent. Our boats are heading up there. That'll be great. How much are we paying for that, by the way? A lot is the answer. The weight of carrying our beliefs in secret is becoming increasingly difficult. We're not fond of lying, and so when Adamar bids us farewell after an audience, and he blesses us in the name of God, we shift uncomfortably in our seat. 65% chance of increasing the progress of our mission, or 40% chance of significantly increasing and 60% chance of significantly decreasing. We'll play it safe. We can't pretend all the time. The next time King Adamar bids us farewell with a blessing of his god, we're at a loss for words. Something the matter, my lord? He asks. It's nothing, we say, but he does not seem convinced. I know you're struggling with your faith, my friend, he says, then says, before continuing, but you must stop, for the sake of the realm. Is it that obvious? We decrease the progress of our mission. Sad panda. Oh well. Oh, that was a new city that was being built there. That's why that happened. Okay. Lots of peasants have been moving to the county of Bedford lately. Our Stubend? I guess he's a Stubend now. Gilberto de Monaco suggests building new roads in order to make it easier for the peasants to reach the central holdings. He insists that in doing so, the county would become more prosperous. Only 16 gold? We'll do it. Excellent. So how's this war going? 39% in favor of the Duke. That'll be a while. Yeah, that will definitely be a while. Okay. Our boats are all up here now. And we'll go ahead and hop on the boats. Move on down to Bruges. We'll move these guys into Bruges as well. There we go. People joining the defensive pact. We're at 70% threat. That would probably be why. What is going on down here? Oh, this is a trade zone. British Sunni revolt. Where is this jerk? Oh. Way down there. Okay. That's adorable. Disaster. Our fellow member of the Lollard faithful, Anse de Leon, has been caught by court chaplain Constantino and his warriors. She now rots away in Duke Lodovico's dungeon. Curses. In an effort to convince the court of our piety, we've chosen to attend church and give a grand speech to our people and to God. The priest eyes us curiously as we enter the building, and we stop for a moment to gather our thoughts. May God forgive us, but we need to impress these people and choose our words carefully. 100% chance of significantly increasing the progress, or 100% chance of just increasing. Why would I ever choose not something spectacular? We step up to the altar and make a quick decision. As we reach the center of the stage, we collapse to the floor. The worshippers gasp as we, their emperor, begin quoting the Bible. We roll our eyes back as we speak, as if confronting the skies themselves. When our last words ring out, everyone seems to be holding their breath. For a moment, we worry that our stunt has failed. Then the priest exclaims, "A vision! My lord, let me help you stand." Oh, thank you. We significantly increase the progress of our mission. Fantastic! Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in there, and next episode we will deal with this rebellion and maybe see about stealing this empire title from the Empire of Scandinavia, who is currently just about to be out of a war. See you all then.